GotInstrumentals.com.
YouTube, this is your girl Vendetta, and today I just want to talk to you guys. I made a video about the Crypt and Dax situation and the diss song that Crypt made about Dax. We were speculating, you know what I mean, who it was about. I figured it wasn't about Scru. Like him, Crypt and Scru hella cool. Like, I ain't never seen no friction between those two, you know what I mean? And from what I've seen, you know, from Quadeca, he cool and funny and goofy and stuff. I just couldn't see him being a fuckboy, you know. So I was scrolling through YouTube. Scru posted this video a couple of hours ago. It's called The Real Dax Story. Basically, he's finally ready to come out and talk about what happened between him and Dax. So, from what I'm hearing so far, it looks to be that Scru basically got screwed by Dax. But anywho, I know you hear my baby boy in the background. But anywho, I'm just gonna let Scru tell you. Let's get into it, you guys.
Them so you guys can really see where I'm coming from. So, just for my...
Oh, and I decided to start the video off at this particular timing because this is where the receipts come in. About the whole situation. He's going to explain it from this point on thoroughly. Alright, let's get back into it.
Take, ready, set, go! Pops up on screen. Okay. So, I don't remember what day this was, but I texted him before it, and I asked him if he would push it and why he wasn't pushing it. And he goes, my bad, just really trying to push the Hobson song, right? Now, I would like to refer back to January 5th, so we'll take that one down, the first one down.
Before he get into that, which is a receipt that's older than a receipt he just had up, I would like to say this. It's a lot of shady people in this music industry, okay? I understand the struggle, you know what I mean? I've been doing music since I was in middle school. I've been doing music for 17 years, writing my own rhymes and spitting. I started recording when I was in, I think I was 19, 20. I was in college. Ran into a friend, a college buddy, and he was like, yo, you dope, you know what I mean? And he told me about his manager, and it was on and popping from then, you know what I mean? So I done did shows. I done worked with shady people who I didn't know was shady at the time. You know, not M, but shady. You feel me? Little snakes in the grass. But yeah, and for somebody who says that, I'm getting a little far ahead in the story, but for somebody who says stuff like that, knowing this person is trying to build their brand and you already got a nice little stable platform right now to stand. I understand it's about competition. You know what I mean? You don't want the next man to get the leg up, especially when you heard that this man can spit. And he has loyal fans. He has fans that have reached out to me, not only about this story, but about Crypt, about his personal music, things of that nature. I mean, I've already saw Scru before I became a YouTube reactor. I was watching Scru, and I was watching No Life Shack and Script Work and Big Holla. All of them, I was watching them, like, you know what I mean? I laughed with them. I got to know them just by watching their videos, you know what I mean? And I would never in my lifetime, even if, you know, I do take off as far as my music goes, if somebody like a Scru would have reached out to me and be like, hey, I want to do a song with you, you know, blah, 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 you know, and they putting the money on the table. When a person is putting money on the table, that means they about their business. Money talk, bullshit walk. But yeah, let's get back into it, because I'm getting a little far ahead in the story. I want you guys to watch it and take this all in with me. Alright? Let's go.
Okay, down. And then ready, set, go. Pop up January 5th right here. On January 5th, I said, hey fam, the song dropped. I'm about to send you the rest of the money because I was sending in increments. Could I please get you to tweet and if the pic is, can you get you to tweet and if the pic, tweet the pic and the song, I type like an idiot. It would be really huge.
It's all good, Screw. All of us do, man. I smoke weed, my dude, so sometimes I be missing a word or two, too. And it ain't, you know what I mean, purposely. It's just sometimes when a rapper's mind gets going, it gets going. I know me. Once my mind start moving, it start moving. And sometimes those little words, you know what I mean, they just end up in the shuffle. But when I'm spitting it or I'm saying it, or I'm reading it, it'll come back naturally. Alright? Let's get it. I don't mean you know dummy, my dude. It don't. I know I'm not, damn it. Let's get it.
Of you and helpful brother. Thank you. And then he doesn't respond back to me. When I texted him that at 5 a.m., it's kind of early, whatever. He's on the on the West Coast time, so I assumed it'd be a decent time. So I texted him again at 10 p.m. that night. I said, would that be a possibility? And he texts me back and says, I think it'll be better for me to say something when the video is out. And I say, okay, I'm going to send you $250. Now let's read that.
See, that right there, to me, was red flag 101. Why are you promoting it when the video is out? You're supposed to be gearing up your audience, your fans, their fans and their audience into tuning in and checking out what you guys got to put out. I don't know, maybe it's just a Taurus in me, and yes, I am a Taurus. Maybe it's just a Taurus in me. But I'm about action and I'm about business. See, that's one thing right there that made me not want to be in the industry at the time when I had left. Because I was dealing with so many different people and so many different personalities, and a person who seen me going this way when I'm looking this way. And to be quite honest, even though I loved my manager, and I still do, I love you, girl. I believe that if I had did it my way and kept at it instead of worrying about what other people felt, I would have got somewhere. I would have got somewhere. Like, for real, for real. Because I was, back in the day, I was on that I was on that Joyner Lucas shit. Like, me and my bro, JV. We was working on a mixtape between me and him. And we was just going to leak it and leak it and leak it and give it away and throw it here and throw it there and take it all over St. Louis and do shows and take it all the way over there. And, you know what I mean? We was basically trying to do what Joyner is doing. You know what I mean? Getting your music out there, be it mixtape, be it original song, whatever it is. We had our mind focused on basically what Wayne did. You know what I mean? He was throwing out mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. You know what I mean? And that's what we were on. But my manager was like, no, I don't think you should do that. Plus, you have a single that you need to be pushing and everything. And I mean, that's cool. Of course, I'm going to push my single. You know. But I have to get to the point to where I got people that will actually buy my stuff. You know, they got to know me. They have to get to know me. Because not only are you selling your music, you are selling your brand. But that was my situation. And my thing is, if you put money into your brand, into your empire, into your music, then you're serious about it. And when you tell somebody to tweet it and they're on a song with you, automatically, after you done paid your money, that's a service that is granted to you automatically. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, in my book. But anyway, let's get back in it, y'all.
And I think it'll be better for me to say something when the video is out. That's January 5th. It would be better to say something when the video is out. If right here is where you should have said all the stuff you're about to say that makes what you said a lie. You know, like right here is where you say that. So he said that January 5th. So back to this thing. He said, my bad, I was pushing the Hobson song. Okay, we pop up the first text again.
Okay. On that. The Hobson song ain't got nothing to do with the business that you have agreed to have with Scru. Period. As an artist, you need to learn how to juggle your personal music and music that you feature. How the hell do you think Drake operates? Let's get it.
I know, bro. This is what I said. I know, bro. Not to feel. I said, I know, bro, but now I feel used. And I kind of look stupid.
And you should, Screw. You should feel used.
You didn't really push 4 Horsemen. And it's not just my fans who noticed that. Everybody did. And literally, and I told him, and I literally flew to LA with my people to shoot a video, and you said you would share it. That's the whole purpose of that. He says, I know. You got 1 million, and I said, I know you got 1 million subs, but do you remember, don't you remember how it was when you had 50,000? I also need help, man. And people have been telling me this is what you do on features when people are smaller, because people told me that, than you. And I thought they was BSing because you was cool when I met you, right? Because when we met each other, he would never have came off like he's about the stuff he's about to say. Then he goes,
Screw. I feel so horrible. I ain't got nothing to do with your situation, my dude, but I feel so horrible that you went through that, bro. The way that I'm reading, I don't know if I'm taking it out of context or nothing, but with everything that you saying and the way that you breaking it down, the story from your perspective. Now, I know every story has a beginning, middle, and end, and it's always 2 different sides of it. I know that. But the way that the DMs are reading, or the text messages are reading, it seems to me like you got screwed with no grease, my dude. No grease. He is bogus for that. Completely. But let's get back into it.
We'll take that one down, and we'll pop up number 2. Ready, set, go. Okay. He goes, my G, when I have 50K subs and put a video out, I would spend literally days sending it manually, thousands of people myself, on all platforms with individual messages that had their specific handle in it to whatever would be personalized. Now let's stop right there. That's a mean bar. I feel what you're saying. What you're not understanding is I've been doing rap for a long time, right? And I get what you're trying to say, right? But there's a reason why in January 5th, I asked you specifically for a service. I know this game. This is the game that rappers that are bigger than you do. You'll pay full price for a feature. You'll pay exactly what they asked for. And then they'll double back and tell you that, oh, well, back in my day, when I was small, I didn't have nobody. It's like, bro, you have not, to this day, you still haven't tweeted out the video. You just shared or retweeted or tweet commented a picture of the video that I posted up. So yeah, I've been pushing this 100% myself. I've been putting money behind this. Why do you, how, you can't just assume you know what everybody's doing, right? Now read this because it gets crazy. So he goes, first song I did with Hobson, he goes, even at 1 million subs, I still send out thousands of video clips for kids to post myself. I had, which I do also, I had a song with OT Genesis and that nigga didn't say shit about it. I don't know what that has to do with us. That's
nothing.
like some,
Got
I got hurt, so I'm hurting other people's stuff. That's really weird. First song I did.